compelling. It kind of pulls you through the pain because you're so fixated on the payoff. And so I think that's really important, Tyler, is to have a very good idea of what that looks like, and then add reasons to it. Like as I would hit certain things in my bag of reasons, I would add more things to that bag. And so then it was like, I want to buy my mom a car. I want to build my mom a house. I want to be able to donate 6 figures to the church. I want to be able to help the church launch and buy a building for the church. I want to be able to go and take the whole family to Hawaii for a full week, all my extended family, get everybody. I mean, there was different things. I wanted to live here, and I wanted to drive this, and I wanted my kids to go to this certain private school. And so I think if, you actually have, because I think everybody gets it conceptually, right? Like, I don't think many times you hear something that's so new where you're like, oh my gosh, like I never heard that before. The question though is, how good are you doing with this? So like, it's important to have a why, but like, how clear is your why?
The man, the myth, the legend. Thank you, Paul, for jumping on today with us. I want to throw it over here. And I mean, just so everybody like has an idea and a frame of reference, when I got into this business, I met a couple of people that had been very successful in this industry. And it's funny because every single person that I said, like, where can I plug in? How can I learn more information to become successful in this business? They literally all told me. One guy actually, before Zoom was a thing and recordings and YouTube was a thing, they sent me audio recordings of call-in trainings that you guys used to do.
Yeah.
And it was Paul training his team on the sales process and how to win in the business. Literally, I mean, this must have been like what, like probably 2015 or something. And
Yeah, dude.
so I'm giving Paul a lot of credit because he's done this business for so long. He's built an agency that was doing 20 million a month, thousands of agents. This is like probably the most credible person in our space to like learn from, which is so cool that you're here at Pinnacle and you chose to come here after your exit and everything. So just thank you for being here, man. And it means a lot to me and everybody on here.
Bro, it's a privilege to be on with you guys. And as you're kind of talking about like the freeconferencecall.com, I think that's what we were using at the time. We'd record the freeconferencecall.com and then we'd send that out. That was our training. And it's like, man, if you just stick with this thing long enough, like you're gonna do well. Like somebody's like, dude, you're like a legend. I said, dude, after 20 years, you're either a legend or you're a loser. Like there's no middle ground, right? So like, you just gotta continue to learn, grow, don't quit, push forward, and good things will happen. I was thinking about this, and I think this is a good thought for anybody just getting started. I remember reading this book, Tyler, called Outliers, and it really spoke about this like expert level and what it takes to get this expert level, and it broke it down from like a science level, so it wasn't like just subjective. It was like they had different focus groups, and like it was proven that if you did 10,000 hours of practice or 10 years, you'd become an expert at whatever you did. And then they use like situations and focus groups that you'd be like, well, Tiger Woods was the best of the best, and like he did it so young, and then they realized like, oh, he was golfing when he was 3. And so it's science, it's data, it's like the way your neurons fire against your synapses. It builds this white substance called myelin, and once you get to a certain level of great practice, and then the expediter and the accelerator is coaching. So when you have somebody give you some good coaching on doing the thing that you're trying to be an expert in, you can actually get there even quicker. But when I read that, I thought like, man, so the question then is, what does expert look like? Like, what does expert look like? So for me, before I got in the business, guys, like my background was pumping septic tanks. That was my background.